Seeing as how this film is all about rap and rappers, I figured it was only fitting that I wrap my review for Patti Cakes.
Yeah. You already know who it is. Well, actually no you don't, because I've never rapped before, but you get the idea.
No, I'm not putting you through that. I can't do that to you. Patti Cakes is the feature film debut of writer-director Geremy Jasper and centres around aspiring rapper Patricia Dombrowski, aka Killa P, aka Patti Cakes. And clearly, Killa P there ain't exactly your typical rap god, but as her pseudonym suggests, she's hiding a killer talent. So, her and a few of her similarly musically minded pals, as well as somehow her grandmother, band together to create a mixtape in hopes of getting noticed and getting out of their hometown. This is one I was looking forward to for a while, as it came out of Sundance with a lot of buzz around it, and I walked away with one of the biggest deals after being bought by Fox Searchlight for $9.5 million. And not only that, and I'd say more importantly for general audiences, the trailer was very promising and one of the better ones that I've seen this year. It's anchored by an excellent performance from Aussie Danielle McDonald as Patti, and she might be Australian, but she is every bit the disaffected kid from New Jersey. Especially when you consider that McDonald had no prior musical experience and had to learn how to convincingly talk in a New Jersey accent and rap for this role. Patti's a somewhat complex character and one that not many people could pull off, but Danielle McDonald is something else, and director Geremy Jasper has absolutely nailed the casting here. Supporting her and their little band of misfits is best friend and fellow rapper Jerhi, played by Siddharth Dhananjay. In opposition to Patti's more urban, angry street rap style, he's very much the flashy, wannabe R&B type, provides most of the movie's comic relief. Mamoudou Athie also co-stars, simultaneously acting both as a producer for the group and showing off Jasper's keen eye for the ultra-realistic as a character called Bastard the AntiChrist. Yeah, maybe tone it down just a wee bit, mate. Bastard the AntiChrist lives alone, isolated in a dilapidated shack deep in the woods with all of his production gear. You know, as you do. His character remains mute for the majority of the film, but does have a hilarious introduction where at a small music night, he gets on stage and just screams, "Wake up, sheep," over and over and over again over some kind of death metal music. The scene where these guys come together using the power of montage to record for the first time is excellent and easily the movie's standout. As well as Cathy Moriarty as Patti's grandmother, Bridget, Everett also stars as Barb, Patti's mum, a hard-drinking ex-glam rock singer still clinging on to the memories of her failed career. She has more than a bit of resentment towards Patti after giving up the musician's life when she became pregnant. The relationship between mother and daughter is strained, to say the least, not helped at all by the fact that Barb doesn't consider rap to be real music and drinks away just about all of the money that Patti earns. Over the course of the runtime, the ebb and flow of their relationship becomes the heart of the movie just as much as Patti's quest for success. I really like that just about every major character had their own distinct style and represented a different genre of music. You know, you've got Patti, the street rapper, her mum, the 80s hair metal diva, Jerry's R&B stylings, and Bastard's industrial metal. You even get a love interest for Barb, who's all about the blues. But not once do these characters descend into caricatures, which is great. Geremy Jasper has written some really likeable characters that make it a pleasure to watch how the story unfolds. They're believable, dreamers enough that you root for them from the very beginning, but grounded enough that you stay with them throughout, even through the moments that, let's be kind and call, heightened reality. Where else other than a Sundance indie drama can a band take the stage to booze and throwing bottles, and then before even the first chorus, every member of the audience is chanting the lead's name? Writer-director Geremy Jasper's background is mostly as a music video director, creating videos for the likes of Florence and Machine and Selena Gomez. I think that background in music really shows, as not only did he co-write the score and write all the raps in the movie, which is mad in its own right, but his shots utilise a lot of tight framing and close-ups. I got the impression that was him trying to show that for these characters, their life is a constant music video and they are the stars of it. And speaking of music videos, of course, there are plenty of scenes in which Jasper uses some really visually interesting locations and injects heaps of energy. There's a scene where Patti and Jerhi freestyle a rap while he bangs on the hood of his car for a beat, and it reminded me a lot of the fun to be had in the Cup song moment of Pitch Perfect. But visuals aren't everything, and Patti Cakes does indeed have its flaws. The story is honestly nothing that we haven't seen before, and sure, the setting and the style and music's changed, but it still uses a lot of the tropes that you may expect to find in a story like this. The pacing, I felt, slowed right down towards the end of the second act, which took away a lot from the momentum and oomph it'd been building up to by that point. And one of the ways this energy was built up was editing rhythmically, like to the beat, which really did boost the intensity of the scenes where it was used, but it was only used occasionally, and I would have liked to have seen a lot more of that. It also suffers from something that seems to be quite prevalent in these indie dramas, and that is two characters getting together seemingly out of nowhere after having no romantic tension before that point. But even though Patti Cakes has its cons, these are far outweighed by its pros. Geremy Jasper has created an extremely charming underdog / coming of age film, and you know I love those. Its lead Danielle McDonald turns in a star-making performance and ensures this is a hugely pleasant and breezy watch. I'm giving Patti Cakes 4 popcorns. I reckon it's one of those films that are going to seriously underperform in theatres even with its Sundance buzz, but over time people are going to catch on to how good it is, and it's going to become something of a cult hit, a bit like what happened with Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Dope and Buried.